That's not what I heard. That's all just gossip. You have to feel sorry for the boy. I hardly know who to believe.
You don't have to tell me that.
He really said that.
Here's the package from Sagita.
Thanks a lot. So you can make yourself useful after all.
Can I have some more of your stew?
I heard you helped Bennett get out of jail. Good job, kid.
He never would have thought of that himself. That's the time.
I never knew that. I wouldn't be so sure.
I found your gold.
I never knew that.
Great. Show me. Very good. Gerbrant had better watch out now. Listen, I still need to take care of the guards. I want you to take this letter to Gerbrant. He is one of the fat merchants in the upper quarter. Give him my regards. I'll meet you in front of Gerbrant's house then.
I don't believe this is gonna change. Will it ever change? I've heard a thing or two. You listen to the wrong people.
Hey, you! Anything new?
I've seen the likes of you. You simply don't know your place. I shall have a talk with the governor concerning appropriate safety measures for the upper end of town.
Diego says hello.
What? Who? What Diego?
And he wants me to give you this letter.
That can't be. No. I'm a goner. Is he in town then?
Who?
Diego, of course.
Yes, I'm gonna meet him here shortly.
Oh, this is the end then. All is lost. I've got no time. I need to get out of here. Quick! If he finds me here, I'm done for.
Listen to the wrong people. That's all just gossip. Same old thing all over.
And in this place, order and chaos.
Who says things like that?
Really? How interesting.
But that's terrible.
I've heard you are with the Paladins in the Valley of Mines. I'm impressed. You should take your time and browse my goods. Right now, I have a very special potion to offer.
Really, how interesting.
Show me your wares.
That's what I've always said.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Someone's got to do the work.
He had better shut up.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
These are bad times.
He can't keep anything to himself.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
But that's terrible.
And he works all day, too.
But that's terrible.
And it's gonna get even worse.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
These are bad times.
That's an open secret.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
You don't say.
But that's terrible.
These are bad times.
He'd better shut up.
That's what I've always said.
Who says things like that?
I don't believe that.
says things like that?
That's not what my husband thinks.
Show me your wares.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
These are bad times.
You go to the monastery now to be judged.
What? Have you gone off your rocker? Like hell I will. Those miserable magicians don't have the slightest proof against me.
I have my orders and I'm going to carry them out, so either you go now, or I'll make you.
What? I'll drag you through town by your collar like a filthy rag.
Don't tell me to anyone.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. And he works all day too.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
These are bad times.
You don't say.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Well, we'll see the next time.
It's too much.
Wait a minute.
All right. You're the better fighter. What do you want?
That's not what my husband thinks.
So, are you going to the monastery now, or should I give you another...
You'll live to regret this.
Don't say.
Yes, damn it. I'll go to that monastery, but don't you think you'll get away with this?
That's what I've always said.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
If
Beat
I
it!
hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Really? How interesting.
That's an open secret.
That's what I've always said.
That's not what I heard.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Yes, for my current assignment, I need the... but not just any of them.
Where can I find...
There are a few of them.
And what's in... I'll see...
He simply talks
Show me...
too much.
He can't keep anything to himself.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Honestly, I wouldn't.
I'm no better off myself. It had to happen sooner or later. It's really not my problem.
How's it going?
You'd better scram, you filthy mercenary, before I call the guards.
Relax. I'm not here to steal from you. I'm looking for work.
Ah, so you want to work for me? That is, of course, a different matter. There is, alas, one minor problem. I don't know whether I can trust you. You'll have to prove your loyalty first.
Put me to the test.
All right. Listen. Bring me the sacred hammer of the Magicians of Fire. They keep it somewhere in the basement of their monastery. If you pull that off, I might think about hiring you as a bodyguard.
I'm supposed to steal from the magicians? You're off your rocker.
Then go to hell and stop wasting my time.
Someone's got to do the work.
Are you there? And
That's what I've always said.
show me your...
Really, how interesting.
That's not what I heard.
And it's going to get even worse.
Go away. Don't tell me that.
A portion of his divine
Really, how
power,
interesting.
so that it might destroy the land.
I'm no better off myself.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That's all just gossip.
That will never change.
You there. If
All right.
fine, but remember, if they catch you, I've never heard of you.
That's no secret.
I can see that the rumors are true.
What rumors?
That you've joined up with those dragon hunters. Well, you never were a man of the church. Nevertheless, you're fighting for our cause, and that's what counts.
Is that all?
I'm glad, of course. And the way you look, every orc is bound to be afraid of you.
This is not only about the orcs.
I know, but nonetheless, they're a problem. You are important. You defeated the Sleeper. We may all need your help someday.
Oh well.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Same old thing all over again.
Beat it!
Can't rely on that.
No one must violate the divine order.
You don't have to tell me that.
Salandril is here in the monastery.
Well done. We shall deal with him later. Here is your reward. And not another word about this. Understood?
Is there anything?
Dismissed.
Any? No.
I used to say that myself.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Beat it!
Tell me that isn't true.
You should have known better.
Tell me that isn't true.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Can I be of assistance to you?
What's your task here?
My tasks are many and varied. Not only am I the steward, but I am also the treasurer. Moreover, I supervise the wine cellar, and I'm in control of the monastery's food supplies. So, if there's anything you need, you can always come to me and get it. For a modest contribution, that is.
I need a few things.
Wait, mercenary, I need to talk to you.
What do you want?
The monastery is facing a very delicate situation. At the moment, everyone seems to mistrust everybody else. And then, this thing with Pedro, that's extremely... I have an assignment for you from the highest authorities. You're not a member of the Brotherhood of the Fire, and therefore, the only one here who can settle this matter for us. But I must warn you, if I give you this assignment, you'll be bound to fulfill it too. Once you know what it's about, you'll have no choice. Do you understand?
Tell me what you want.
All right, then listen well, for I'm only going to say this once. Serpentis wants you to kill Pedro for his treason as soon as you lay your hands on him. You will be paid as soon as this task is fulfilled. I never said that, and you haven't heard anything either. Understand?
I said.
I couldn't care less.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Watch out who you tell that to.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
His decision, wasn't it?
Nobody ever asks me.
I couldn't care less.
Hey, what? What's wrong?
I didn't mean to.
You already...
Can I?
I pass on my knowledge.
Those are all just rumors.
Could you?
Do you doubt my ability?
Fine.
Not so.
How much do you?
For the brewing, it's...
That only caused more trouble.
Path of virtue is long, rocky.
As if I don't have enough problems.
Been there, done that.
Nobody ever asks me.
You are not permitted to go
was no big
further.
deal.
Turn back. Innos will turn his wrath
Nobody
upon
ever
you
asks me.
if you do not turn back.
There's more, believe me.
That's
You are
totally
not
obvious.
permitted to go further. Turn back.
Same old thing all over again.
No one must violate the divine order.
That was no big deal.
You already know what I think.
What room is this?
This is where they keep the holy relics of the monastery.
What relics?
Here rests the hammer of Innos, along with the shield of fire. These are the most important relics of Church of Innos, outside the capital of the realm.
I used to say that myself.
Tell me about the shield.
The shield of fire was borne by Dominic in the battle on the Southern Isles. But the power of the shield is never to be wielded again. Therefore, we have nailed it to the wall.
Tell me about the hammer.
This is the sacred hammer of Innos. With this hammer, Saint Robar slew the stone sentinel. The Holy Scriptures say that the stone sentinel was invulnerable. He stood in battle like a tower, and the weapons of his enemies were smashed on his skin of stone. With the name of Innos on his lips, Robar hurled himself at the monster and crushed it with one mighty blow of his hammer.
You really think?
It had to happen sooner or later.
That's just what I said.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Do you really think?
I used to say that myself.
You don't have to ask me that.
Things I could tell you. Nobody wants to know.
You don't have to ask me that.
You really should have known better.
You should have known better.
That'll only cause more trouble.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
If I have any... That's the first I've heard of it.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Wouldn't be so sure.
I delivered the letter.
Very good. How did Gerbrand take it?
He was rather shocked and made himself scarce right away.
I should think so. I'm afraid that, first of all, I need to attend to furnishing my new house. If I remember correctly, Gerbrandt's taste is horrible.
The house is yours then?
Yes, from cellar to attic, with all the furnishings. Having spent several years in less than befitting quarters, I'm looking forward to sleeping in a soft four-poster bed. And then, for breakfast, I'll have a fine wine and some excellent ham.
You don't miss any chances, do you?
You betcha.
So how did you pull this off?
Did you think that Gerbrandt came by his fortune through honest business? Of course, he never got his fingers dirty when it came to really shady deals. He had a helper for that. Of course, I caught on to a lot back then. Gerbrandt finally got rid of me. He was probably afraid that I knew too much.
You never told me about that.
You never asked me.
What about Gerbrandt?
He has enjoyed the good life for far too long. He was living here in the lap of luxury while I was forcing down meat bug stew. I have no idea where he went from here, but he'll never get a foothold in Khorinis again. I'll see to that. If you're looking for him, you should try the Harbor District.
What about my share?
Looks like you haven't forgotten everything I've taught you after all. But you're right. I couldn't have done it without you. Here's your share.
How's business?
Lousy. Somebody should have told me that Khorinis has gone to the dogs in the meantime.
That's no news. I've only known the city like this.
You should have seen it a few years ago. You would have liked it then.
Can you...
Yeah?
Teach me.
I can teach you to...
Nobody will learn anything from me.
That's no secret.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Here's the sacred hammer of the magicians.
I'm truly impressed. You're really serious about this, aren't you? Here's your pay. Fine. If that's how it is, I have another task for you already. Some days ago, several prisoners escaped from the local jail. Those bastards have taken off to the mountains, somewhere in the direction of Xardas' new tower. The name of their leader is Morgahard. I want you to kill him. Go! Hurry before they're gone for good.
Leave me alone.
You haven't come to take us back to jail, have you?
Oh, man. Oh, man. My head.
The thing with the plants for Constantino worked like a charm. It got me past the city guards.
Just like I said, you should listen to me once in a while, my friend.
You didn't look all that hot.
My headaches are getting almost unbearable. And now these lizard people are constantly attacking me, too. I've got to ask myself where they all come from. I think I'll have a rest first.
What's going on here?
What do you mean?
You're the second fellow to rush past here.
Who was the other guy?
He looked like one of those... You can say what you...
Where did...
He ran up there.
I need to get going.
Hey, no problem.
Put down that weapon. Hey, you're not quite as stupid as you look. Put down that weapon. You'll regret this. You'll regret...
Hey. Have you seen
a lot of peculiar a while ago?
Teach me.
You already... I never knew that. I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
Hey, you! The Eye of Innos has been destroyed.
What are you saying? Destroyed?
I found it up in the northern forests. Unfortunately, I've only been able to salvage its fragments.
That was our only chance to stand up to those dragons, and it's gone. We have failed.
What now?
This is a painful blow. We have to reorient ourselves. I shall retreat and ponder the matter. In the meantime, you should go to town and talk to Vatras, the water mage. I could imagine that maybe he knows what's to be done.
Innos deals out fair punishment.
I always act in the name of Innos.
I need a few
Virtue is long, rocky.
I always act in the name of Innos.
Innos deals out fair punishment.
I have found the Eye of Innos. It's broken.
But that cannot be. What happened?
Some really nasty customers had it. Anyway, I came too late. They were performing a strange incantation on a crescent-shaped ritual site up in those woods.
Innos be with us. They have desecrated our circle of the sun. Even in my worst nightmares, I could never have imagined they would possess this kind of power.
Nothing's ever gonna change.
What can we do now?
The enemy has become very strong. Still, this ancient artifact meant a powerful threat to him. We must heal the eye and restore its old power. But time works against us. I cannot begin to imagine what is now going to become of us all. Without the protection of the eye, we are helplessly at the mercy of the enemy. Go to Vatras, the water mage in town. In this terrible situation, only he will know what is to be done. Take the eye to him, and hurry!
Can't rely on that.
What is this?
Every year, all the place is filled. Never have I entered.
I've got no time for things like that.
I always act in the name of Innos.
Then in this...
Pyrokar sent me. The Eye of Innos is broken.
I know. I have already learned of it from some very upset novices. The Seekers have used the Fire Magician's Circle of the Sun to destroy the Eye. I would call that an inspired move by the enemy.
What will become of the Eye now?
We must join it back together, but that is no easy task, I fear. The setting is broken into 2 pieces. A skilled smith should be able to repair this. But that is not really the problem. It's rather the inlaid gem that worries me. It is dull and powerless. The enemy seems to have known exactly how to weaken it.
How can the gem get its power back?
I see only one way. A union of the three reigning divinities should achieve the desired effect. A well-prepared ritual of reversal in the place of its destruction will give the gem back its fire. However, the problem is that you must bring an earthly representative of each of the three gods to this place. Furthermore, a lot of swamp weed is required for this ritual. I estimate it should be at least 3 plants.
Where can I find this swamp weed?
I have heard about an old quack in the woods named Sagita. She supposedly sells such herbs. But you could also try your luck down at the harbor.
Who could those 3 earthly representatives of the gods be?
I shall represent the god Innos myself. Pyrokar, the highest fire magician, would be the right person to represent the god Innos. But for Beliar, I cannot think of an appropriate candidate. It must be someone who commands black magic.
Black magic? What about Xardas?
That's it. That could work. But I ask myself, how you will bring all 3 of us together? I can just see Pyrokar's face when he hears that he must cooperate with Xardas.
Where can I find a smith capable of repairing the setting of the eye?
Ask around in the area for someone who knows how to repair jewelry.
News.
That's a good thing.
I've got to...
I shall also set out and prepare the... Send Xardas. Listen, people, it won't take long. May Adonai...
How are things with the Eye of Innos?
Remember, only a ritual, and don't forget to bring...
I've got...
Great! Here.
I'm not touching.
Don't say.
Hey, you! Can you
I'm a weaponsmith. Not people don't have much. Most of them are just...
Where?
There's supposed to be a good smith with the merc. Maybe you should look.
Hey, you!
Is it really true? That's really not my problem.
Hey, you!
Just like you said.
You are Morgahard.
How come you know my name?
The judge is looking for you. You fled from his jail. What'd you do? Steal his wallet?
Not his. The governor's. And on his behalf, too. After we attacked the governor, he didn't want to share the booty with us and had us arrested. We didn't want to wind up on the gallows, so we fled. We thought they'd never catch us that way. That seems to have been a mistake.
Really didn't deserve that.
The judge ordered me to kill you.
Yeah, sure. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Not touching that.
That was obvious all along. Nobody will learn anything.
What can we do against the judge?
Nothing at all.
That's the first.
He sits up there in the upper end of town like a spider in his web. Untouchable.
I wouldn't say that. We'd only need some proof of his guilt in the matter concerning the governor.
Proof, you say? I have that. But who'd listen to a convicted criminal?
Give me your proof, and I'll see to it that no one will hunt you again.
Are you sure? All right. Here, take this letter. It bears the judge's signature. Even if it doesn't change my guilt, it should be enough to confirm that he was an accomplice in the business.
I'd have gone about it differently.
You can't rely on that.
Nobody ever
That's
asked for
really not my
opinion.
problem. There's nothing you can do about it. You didn't know that. You already know who to believe.
Of course we got him in the end. He didn't get that from me.
Been there, done that.
I'm in enough trouble as
Same old thing all over again.
You don't have to ask me this.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Can you have a look at this amulet?
Sure, let me see. That is a beautiful piece of work. The setting is shot. I think I can fix it, though.
How long will it take you?
If you leave it here with me, it'll be done by the time you come back tomorrow. And I won't even charge you for it. You got me out of the slammer, after all.
It's totally obvious.
Can you repair jewelry?
That depends. You would have to show me the piece.
Nobody ever asks me.
Here's the amulet. Please repair it for me.
All right. I'll have finished the new setting by tomorrow. You can come to me and get it then.
Nobody will learn anything from me. That's not what I heard. Better to watch out alone. Nothing amazing. I hardly know who to believe these days. That's not what I heard.
We got him in the end.
There's nothing you can do about it. You didn't know that.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
known better.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Is it really true? That's all just gossip.
I'm not touching that.
These days. That's not what I heard.
I found something to incriminate the judge.
Really? What is it?
Of course we got
He hired a few thugs to mug the governor of Khorinis. Shortly afterwards, he had them arrested and pocketed all the gold.
That was quite obvious.
I brought you the written order the judge gave those thugs as evidence.
Show me.
He ran
At
the
last!
himself
That
was
should
after
be
him.
enough to make him bleed.
not what I
I'm
heard.
impressed. I'm willing to shell out quite a bit for that.
Can't believe
Here's your
that.
reward. And not a word about this to anyone.
It's a bad
Got it?
business.
That was quite obvious.
Not my problem. You already know who to believe. That's really not my problem.
You can't rely on
Hey, you! Vatras sent me to you.
That's good. What did he say?
He said something about a reversal ritual at the Circle of the Sun?
That old devil. I think I know what he's up to. You have come to summon me to him.
Looks like it. When will you set out?
I must not keep Vatras waiting. I shall be on my way immediately. You must fulfill your tasks and then join me again.
Hey, you!
That swine of a judge. I'll see him swing someday.
Really true.
That swine of a...
You hardly know who to believe these days. I'd have gone about it differently. All along.
He didn't get that from me.
I will never change.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Is the amulet ready?
No, not yet. If you keep interrupting my...
Obvious all along.
It can't go on like this forever.
He never would have thought of that himself. And he got about it differently.
It can't go on like this forever.
I've got no time.
Sort things out.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Hey! Is the amulet...
Yes. I had to make a new set. I worked on it.
That's not what I heard.
But you know, first you... What do you need?
I couldn't get away with that.
That's totally... What do you need?
I'm staying out of it.
Until you didn't know that.
Tell me that isn't true.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
Can't rely on that.
I've talked to Vatras.
Ah, good. Where is he?
He's preparing a ritual at the Circle of the Sun in order to heal the Eye of Innos.
If that is true, then maybe there is hope after all.
Vatras wants Xardas and you to help him with that.
What? Xardas will be there too? You cannot be serious.
Hey, this wasn't my decision. Vatras insists.
It is always that Xardas. I am tired of it. Things could hardly get any worse. So how do I know that Xardas is not in league with the enemy? I cannot trust Xardas, no matter how much we may need him. I am sorry, but I cannot help Vatras under these circumstances.
It can't be done without you. Vatras wouldn't be able to perform the ritual otherwise. You'll have to trust Xardas.
There is nothing that I have to do, you hear? I do not have the slightest proof that Xardas is not working against us. I cannot do this.
What if I could bring you some proof?
That is impossible, I fear. It would really have to impress me. As far as Xardas is concerned, I have my doubts whether he can still impress me at all.
I used to say that myself.
You already know what I think.
I couldn't get away with that.
So it says in the scriptures.
I'm staying out of it.
Hey! Pyrokar refuses to show up for the ritual. First, he wants proof that he can trust you.
Ah, really? Pyrokar. How interesting. That old geezer is getting to be a nuisance. But I think I've got something for you that'll be useful. Back when I left the Order of the Fire Magicians, I took a few things with me from the monastery. I didn't want a troop of paladins or fire magicians to turn my tower upside down at some point and find all those things. So I hid them in safe places where the magicians would certainly never look for them.
And where?
Some of them lie locked in a chest on Sekob's farm.
You trust that Sekob?
No, but he can be bought and ask no awkward questions. Also, the chest is locked. Here's the key. There's a very old book among those things. When Pyrokar sees that book, he'll know it came from me. It is of no further use to me, so I guess it can at least fulfill this purpose. I cannot be sure.
Do you really believe that?
I couldn't get away with that.
Can't go on like this forever.
Did something...
You've got to help. I know you... Those fellas, please.
There he is.
Your house...
You did a...
Not so fast, my friend. You were babbling about...
All that I can do...
Give it here, then.
Here!
Totally obvious.
I've got no time for things like that.
So it says...
That's no secret.
Those are all just rumors.
You don't have to tell me that.
Anything's possible.
I brought this book from Xardas. It's a token of his trust.
Show me. But this is incredible. Do you have even the slightest notion what it is that you just gave me?
No.
This is an ancient, long-lost tome from days gone by. We all thought that it was lost for good, and now I learn that Xardas knew all along what had become of it.
So will you be there for the ritual?
Yes, I shall depart for the Circle of the Sun, But certainly not because I am convinced of Xardas' good intentions. In fact, I am going to make this jackal explain where he has kept the book hidden for so many years. He has definitely gone too far this time. I shall see you at the Circle of the Sun.
That's no secret.
That's just what I said.
Do you
Hard to say.
No idea. You tell me.
That's totally obvious.
That's no secret.
I did everything you told me to do. Here's the repaired eye.
Indeed, there is nothing missing now for the performance of the ritual.
What about the swamp weed?
Ah, yes. Do you have 3 swamp weed plants then?
Yes. Here are the 3 plants.
Excellent. You have done well. But now,